With all the different roles, there really is a perfect position for just about every type of personality.
I really like the inpatient side of things where we're actually mixing the IVs for patients that are in the hospital. Of course, transitioning into that buyer position, I really enjoyed being the buyer.
I was just right out of high school and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to go into the medical field and it was just a great opportunity.
I wanted to get in the healthcare field, but I didn't want a position where I had to physically touch people, so I knew that a nursing path or a MA wouldn't be right for me. So I was interested in the technician role.
You can find something within pharmacy that fits you and your personality.
And we're actually just starting to barely come out of a severe staffing shortage of pharmacy technicians.
A lot of technicians, I would say currently with the shortage, a lot of pharmacists are having a hard time functioning without the extra help.
When you are working in a retail pharmacy setting, you need to be very dynamic, you need to be a people person, you need to be able to multitask. Versus when you're a IV admixture technician, you are working in a sterile environment in a hood where you are just doing the preparation of the IVs and you don't have a lot of interaction, no patient interaction, and pretty minimal even coworker interaction. And then we kind of have very specialized functions where we have auditing technicians, our billing technicians.
And if you work retail and you don't like that, you can try something else. If you work in IVs and you're like, I don't like standing all day, you can find another position within pharmacy tech and make it that lifelong career.
I graduated high school and I started working here as a CNA, and I did that for a couple years, trained to be a pharmacy technician, obtained my license, kind of realized I liked that a little bit better. I actually thought I would be going into nursing school, but when I moved into pharmacy, I just really enjoyed it a lot more, and I've been doing that for over 20 years now.
I have kind of never really followed the typical, get a 4-year degree, kind of, work at a bank or an office job. Nothing wrong with that, but that's kind of just not how my life has kind of played out. And so this was a way that I could do something that I'm good at, even when I was sure I wasn't at first, and make a difference.
They had a pharmacy technician class going on, and I just looked inside and it seemed kind of interesting. So, and I had no plans on doing it. It was just going with my wife to her school to do it. I kind of just fell into pharmacy.
I was a veterinary technician for almost 20 years, and I came across the pharmacy technician apprentice program, and I was like, you know what, that might work well with already my knowledge in the background.
You get to experience some pretty interesting robotics here. I've heard stories about some of the IV rooms available to technicians have some pretty incredible machines, so anyone who is interested in maybe being on the cutting edge of the technology in the industry, I think there's a lot of opportunities there as well.
You got to be a hard worker and a good teammate to everybody you're working with, and just really have that big heart for service.
Someone who is kind of quick on the uptake, has a lot of patience.
So yeah, if you like being made to think, and really putting in your effort day after day, it's a good fit.
There's various hours. It's essentially 24-hour shifts. So you can choose which position you would like that fits your lifestyle. So that is a good plus.
When I find a discrepancy or an issue, problem solving, trying to figure out what's driving this issue, how do I fix it, how do I ensure it doesn't happen again, that's what I really like. Which I didn't know about myself until I was in this position.
I get more comfortable when I'm dealing with people who are on the more vulnerable side, because that's kind of how I feel on the inside most of the time. So I feel like I can connect with people in that way, and it just makes me want to help them even more.
You can really find something that fits for you, and I love to show them that.